What up, guys? It's Tabor back here with another video of Honest Judgment, and this time I'm going to be unboxing this New York Comic Con 2015 Harley Quinn Bust statue from the animated series Batman. The episode Almost Got Him. And the reason it's a New York Comic Con exclusive is because they actually have another version of this that's in color, but the New York Comic Con one is black and gray or black and white. This one, and I've been really getting into Harley Quinn lately. I'll show you my comics. This is just the issue ones that I'll show you. I have I'm missing 9. So this came out in 2014, and this is the new 52, which is the revamp pretty much of every DC character, and this is Harley Quinn. And out of this comic series by Amanda Conner, Jimmy Palmiotti, and Chad Hardin as the artist, comes Harley's Little Black Book, which ties into this, and Harley Quinn Power Girl. And so I'll give you a brief explanation of what's going on. So the cool thing is that with the new 52, there's no more Joker, pretty much. I mean, he still makes his appearances, but from what I've read, Joker left her, and the last of it, instead of her painting her body or her face white, like this, Joker actually pushed her into a vat of acid and bleached her skin to that white color now. So now Harley Quinn's by herself, and she inherited a suite in Manhattan. Excuse me, I had to cough. Sorry about that. But yeah, she inherits a suite in Manhattan, and basically her story, goes from this. And then while in this, there's a part where she's chasing a bad guy and meets Power Girl. And the guy, I forgot his name, but he has this ring that's able to go to different dimensions if you walk through it, which does the crossover for Harley Quinn Power Girl. And then if you want to, you don't have to read this. I mean, this doesn't really affect this. But if you wanted to know what happened during the dimension, what happened during that little storyline, there's a six issue miniseries of what's going on. And Little Black Book is pretty much like Harley Quinn's diary. And so for an example, for issue number 1, she's Wonder Woman's biggest fan. So it's a bunch of crossovers in this one. So she's Wonder Woman's biggest fan, and then ultimately she gets Wonder Woman's costume and steals it from her, and then Harley Quinn puts it on, and she starts fighting crime as Wonder Woman, and then Wonder Woman wears Harley Quinn stuff because that's what she left her. And then the next issue was Green Lantern, and then she buys one of the Green Lantern rings, because the red and black one, off of eBay, and it's the story from there. So it's just pretty much a diary of how she wants to be a superhero and fight alongside the DC Universe characters. Then issue number 3 comes out in March, which is in a few days, and the next one is Zatanna. So I'm pretty stoked. This is what really got me into Harley Quinn, because I've always liked Harley Quinn as a character, but I've never really read into her. She never really appealed to me until one of my friends' YouTube channel. I'll put the link in the description. It's called Lords of the Long Box, and if anything you want to know about comic books, what's hot during the week, what's the cool variants, anything about talking about comic related, Deadpool movie, etc., definitely check him out. He also has a live YouTube podcast every Thursday, 9 p.m. Pacific Standard, and definitely check it out. I'll put the link up, and then Lords of the Long Box, it's really cool. And so I love, that's what really got me into it, because one of his friends, his name is Tim, one of his friends mentioned that the scenarios of Wonder Woman and Green Lantern, that really appealed to me. And then I started picking these issue up for the new 52, and I just fell in love. Literally for the past 2 weeks, I've been buying all of Harley Quinn's comics, and I actually bought this is 4th printing, and then I actually ordered 1st printing, and that should be coming this week. But I'm only 9 issues away from catching up on having the complete set. But I did, and I do have all the graphic novels to keep me, updated to what the storyline is, because it's that good. Like, I want to collect it, and I want to be, up with the like modern comic. So I picked this volume 3 up with this, which was today. But so I haven't read this yet. I've read the first 2 graphic novels. Amazing. I love it already. And then while I was at my comic store, like the first week I started getting into her, he recommended me this, which is, Harley Quinn and Poison Ivy, which is like the more classic Harley that everybody knows. And this is amazing. I laughed. I felt like a weirdo just like laughing in my room by myself reading comic books. Like, what is this, the 80s and 70s again? Like 50s? But, like, this is a reason, like, why I knew I stopped collecting comic books, is because I knew I put a lot of money into it. Like, I used to collect Spawn, like everything Spawn, figures of Spawn, and just the board game and all that stuff. And then I stopped, and then I started getting in, like I said, I just got into Harley Quinn, and I'm absolutely crazy about it now. So hopefully they make it like an origin story. I know Harley Quinn never really had an origin story, but there's a series called Secret Origins by DC, and that's, since they're revamping every character from the DC universe, issue number 4 is Harley Quinn, and so they actually gave her what's it called, an actual origin story from the New 52. It is in the graphic novel number 2. If you're curious, if you want to check it out, go to Barnes & Noble, go to your comic shop, and if you want to read her origin, it's there. It's really good. It's sad, and you find out she was bullied as a kid and all that. But if you want me to, if you're interested, if you have questions or anything, I would be gladly to do a review of any of these, the Harley Quinn series. If you want me to do that, just let me know in the comments below. If you want me to review the Harley Quinn story, I will gladly do that. But we're here for this. Like I said, I picked this up at Barnes & Noble. I went after work because I didn't go earlier to my comic book shop because I really wanted volume number 3, and I decided just to go to Barnes & Noble's after work since they were open around 11. So I saw this. I just wanted to see their figures, and I saw this, and I was like, oh, damn, I actually want the other version too as well. I'll put a picture right here. And the other version is pretty much, Harley Quinn as the whole, her whole body's in there, not just the upper torso of it. And I really love this style, this Harley Quinn. I might also get the New 52 Harley Quinn, but I just don't like the face sculpt. But I'll end up getting it because she's in a roller derby. And that's the cool thing about the New 52 is that Harley Quinn's in roller derby, and the figure actually has the roller derby skates. But yeah, I want to get the other one of this, and then eventually the New 52 version. And the cool thing about this is that I saw is that they're individually numbered. Mine's 478 out of 1500, and then this tells you what the episode is, I think. Oh no, this tells you a little backstory as Harley Quinn, and then it tells you this is what episode they made the figure after. So it's obviously the episode Almost Got Him in the animated series of Batman. So 1500 figures. Here's the side of the figure, and on the bottom it's again written in marker 478 out of 1500. So yeah, let's get started on this. So I was really stoked. I mean, this addiction with Harley Quinn has been it's been 2 weeks now, and I've spent over $300 on just Harley Quinn related stuff, and I want more. I know I'm missing 9 issues to complete it, but some of those issues that I have, the covers are variant covers, even though they're first pressing or printing. I mean, they are variant covers, so they're not the true first printing thing. So I want to get that eventually, but it's too expensive. It's $15 a comic. So the reason it is open right now, they don't come open, it's usually taped, but my battery died during my other video, so I had to charge it. So your box should usually come like this, taped. So yeah. So what this comes with is a cool, not certificate, but it's an authentic, this is an authentic figure by Diamond Select Toys. And then, marketer again, 478 out of 1500. And I'm surprised how low it is for, being at Barnes & Noble all randomly. But, yeah, here it is. New York Comic Con exclusive for the black and white. I'm surprised, it's there. I actually saw it on eBay for, $90, I think. So, I saved $30, so that's cool. But, yeah. So, all it is just, she's just a figure in styrofoam with some, foam material. And let me just take her out. Let me just put this to the side. So here she is. Looks really nice. I love the sculpt. I'm actually lucky that her paint isn't really bad, except right here in the diamonds. The paint's fairly decent, but it could be better if you could see it really, if you squint your eyes. But at a glance you won't notice, but there could be just a little bit of paint missing and all that. But other than that, it's a really nice figure. It's hefty. It has good weight. It's not gonna go over tip over or anything if it's windy outside. But her face sculpt is really nice. I love it. I love the pop gun. That's one of the reasons I got it, because her signature pop gun pretty much. But I'm surprised it doesn't have the string. But it's still a nice figure or statue. So here's the side view. Nothing on the side for the base. Here's the back. And paint's really nice. The sculpt is really nice. Everything is nice about this. I'm really pleased with this. I'm really happy. I'm stoked. So, when I was at the store and I saw this, I was like, oh, I gotta have it. Even though I'm pretty much broke and I have $100 for the next 2 weeks. But whatever. But yeah, here's the figure. Or statue. Sorry. And here's the gun. The gun is really nicely detailed. Except the paint job could be a little bit better on the cork. And the bottom of this, it just says, once again, it's written, your number would be there out of 1500, DC Comics, Diamond Select Toys, made in China. But really, really nice figure. God damn it, I keep saying figure. But I don't know if that's styrofoam or that's a paint job. Yeah, that's paint job. But, that was a styrofoam. But the paint job on her face, her eyes, her mouth, her lipstick, all perfect. I love it. Even the paint around the edging of her face to her little costume, it's all nice. So I'm happy I didn't really get a defective one. But I really, really love this figure. But yeah, if you want me to talk about the new 52 Harley Quinn and review it and what are my opinions on it, just let me know in the comments. But here's this, and hopefully I get the other one probably in a few weeks, because I'm getting my taxes soon. So maybe I'll have the other two to review for you guys. But thanks for watching. So have a good one.